AC2A, KD2, LRX. AC2A, KD2, LRX.
Okay, let's see. All right, everybody, what is that going on? All right, everybody, this is Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo. This is, well, actually, early bird commercials. The net will begin at 8:30. At 8:30, just give it a few minutes, guys. I am preparing and getting ready for the net, so give us a few minutes here. Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo with FusionNet.
AC2A, KD2, LRX. Joe, are you out there? I'm not sure if you can hear me.
Yes, what's going on there, Jay? I am here. I'm assuming you got my text, but yeah, just setting up everything right now. Got the net logger is on, and let's see what else. The net logger is on, Wires X is on, everything's on. Got the script. All right, just give me a second. Let me go get my pad, and we'll begin. AC2A.
The reason why I was calling you was I tested NetLogger when you put up the FusionNet thing, and it's not giving me the information on people. Like, I tested it with mine. I think you need to put in your username information, or give me your username information for the account setup portion, so I can put it into the QRZ XML account setup.
No, dude, just shut it down, and then go open it again, because I just opened it just a second. So if you try to open it and I'm not open on this end, you won't be able to log in. So now you should be able to start it up, and then you could hit start logging, or just first find the net and then do start logging, and then you should be in, and you should get the contacts in there. But if it's not started on my end, you can't start it on your end.
Okay, very good. Let me try this out. I just got out of it and I'm back in, and let me select the net and let me see if this works.
All right. So just everybody, we're taking seconds, just a little bit. Everybody stand aside until we call for seconds.
I'm not even seeing when I went back in. I don't even see the FusionNet anymore. Did I maybe do something? If I did, I'm sorry, Joe. I'm not quite sure. Joe, did you hear me? You probably did. I'm sorry if you did. I may have done something because now, when, after I went back into NetLogger, I'm not seeing our net. If I did, my apologies.
Okay. Yeah, just give me 1 second here. And why? Okay. Yeah, just yeah, it's got to be there. So maybe you just shut it down. Sometimes you got to go over to that little arrow that points up on the right hand side, and make sure that NetLogger fully closes down, and then just restart it. And it's definitely up there because I've got it on. That's for sure. Oh yeah, and I see you got 2 names in there already: KD2LRX and AC2AE. I know I didn't put those in there. All right, I just deleted those, so they're out of there now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still not actually seeing it on the list, and I shut it down actually a few times.
I don't know what to tell you at this point, man. Yeah, you gotta start practicing with this a little bit. We've got this for a while now. Let's see if Russ is out there. Russ, KG0VK, you out there? All right, nothing heard. Yeah, Jay, you got to try and fix it, man. I can't team view into your computer right now.
Kilo Delta 5, Bravo, India Golf. I can't see it on NetLogger either, so it may have been canceled, is all I can figure out.
Alright, let me shut it off over here. And, okay. Alright. It's back on now, so it should work. And you know what? I can see on the views who's in here. So it says started logging, net open. So yeah, it's open for sure. Reboot everything. Reboot the computer.
Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, guys, you gotta forgive me tonight. We're gonna do this one real slow tonight. I am having a problem with my eye, and I cannot see out of my left eye. So, you call me a left eye tonight, like, who was it, Spice Girls? No. Okay, who is, no, left eye was what? Salt and Pepper?
Yes, salt and pepper. Yes. All right. So, just so you know, I'm in a log where FusionNet or up, which is great. Um, for whatever reason, it's not giving me the built-in information, which we could figure out at another time. That's fine. I have QRZ open, and I can just kind of fill it out as I go along. That's okay.
No, that's not, because the new way that we're logging it onto the website is, and let's see, why is this doing this, man? You know, QRZ is where I'm linked to for the information. And they had me down, they charged me twice, so I had to call them and take one charge off. And now I think they just complete thing up over here. But it says that I have got the
All stations out there, KD2LRX. We are suspending early bird check-ins for this net. So with that said, the net will begin at 9 p.m. Eastern. All stations, please refrain from checking in until the start of the net, which will be in approximately 15 minutes. So KD2LRX and AC2AE, your net control operators, please stand by. This is Kilo Delta 2 Lima Romeo X-Ray. FusionNet set to begin at 9 p.m. Eastern. I realize that we normally do early bird check-ins at 8:30 p.m., and that will resume next week. However, for this week and this week only, there will not be early bird check-ins. We will be starting check-ins at the beginning of the net, which again will begin at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. KD2LRX and AC2AE, please stand by. KD2LRX, net control operator alongside AC2AE. FusionNet will begin at 9 p.m. in just about 12 minutes or so. We normally do check-ins or early bird check-ins, I should say, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. However, for tonight and tonight only, we will be refraining from those and starting the net at 9 p.m. Please stand by. This is KD2LRX alongside AC2AE.
Oh, Jay, look, it looks like we're going to have to manually do it tonight. I just sent them I just sent their support center whatever it is, and I guess they're going to get back to me. But I've got a paid subscription. There's no reason why this should happen. You know, I'm thinking because they got the subscriptions confused or whatnot. They had a charge on my account twice for $35, and I called them, had them cancel one, so they must have just canceled the wrong one, I guess. I don't know what's going on with this, but yeah, we'll start this in about another 9 minutes. So all stations, this is Alpha Charlie 2 Echo. Just stand on the side. We'll take regular check-ins at 9 p.m.
For manually inputting in NetLogger, please, please, please. Thank you very much.
And you know, I'm looking right now on the page, and it says QRZ logged up data, and it says when I started it, and it says it has 304 days remaining. It says active. What the heck is this?
That I do not know. That I do not know.
This is Game 5 SR with a comment. Have you rebooted your computer since you canceled that extra account?
No, that was weeks ago. That was a couple of weeks ago. So the computer's been rebooted several times since then.
Yeah, roger that. Okay, sorry.
All right, Jay, I'm going to shut this NetLogger down. Maybe it's this NetLogger. Who knows? Let's see. Do you wish to? Yes. Okay. I'm going to just restart it. So you're going to have to restart it on your end as well. I'll tell you when.
No problem. I'm already out.
All right, I guess we're gonna just have to wait for them. So, all right, you can start it up, but we're gonna have to fill in everything manually. So just do the best that you can, and I wouldn't even worry about it. I just hate when things don't run smoothly, man. It's like you pay for a subscription, and they still got to, and all you're gonna get is sorry, and meanwhile, I don't even know when this happened. It had happened between last week and now.
Yeah, I know. I know it's discouraging and it's annoying more than anything else. But what could you do? What could you do? I am looking for FusionNet to come up on my screen. I don't see yet, but I will wait a moment and I'm sure it'll come up.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I forgot to create the net. It's created. I just did it.
Okay, very good. I see it. Fantastic. All right. No problem. That's what I'm here for, Joe. I'm here to help. So we'll be good.
Alrighty. I guess we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Pencil and a piece of paper. Alright, wait a second. Anyway, I got another email here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, they're looking into it. Okay. Alright, everybody. What's going on? This is Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo with the FusionNet. And we're going to skip the whole early bird portion tonight, and we're going to go right into the right into the net, guys. Sorry about that. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. So, good evening. This is the FusionNet, and I am AC2AE, your net control operator for this evening. This net meets every Thursday at 9 p.m. unless otherwise noted, and you do not have to be a member to check in. But please consider joining. Joining? How do you join, you ask? Well, very simple. Check in 10 times consecutively, that's in a row, for those slow people like me. And at the time of your 10th check-in, please tell us if your email address is up to date on QRZ. And if not, please let us know by sending us an email at fusion@thefusionnet.org. fusion@thefusionnet.org. With this membership, you will have access to exclusive content on our website. The net is a directed net, and all traffic must go through Net Control Operator. That's me. In order to check into this net, please switch off your AMS. That is your automatic mode select. And go to DN mode, which is digital narrow. Use your press to talk button. Pause for a moment, then transmit your call sign, your name, your location, your temperature, and whether or not you have traffic for the net. At this time, we are calling for mobile short on time or in and out stations. Well, sorry guys, I'm doing this with one eye tonight, guys. I am so sorry. So we are calling for mobile short on time or in and out stations only who would like to check into the FusionNet. So come now.
Kilo Golf 5, Sierra Oscar Romeo, Dane in Denver. Internet.
Okay, we're looking for call signs, names, locations, temperature, and traffic. And the KG5 SOR, I've got you as an in and out. So just, we got your call sign, give us your name, location, local outside temperature, and I'm going to put you down for no traffic since you're in and out.
Roger, the name is Dane, Delta Alpha November X. I'm in Denver, Colorado.
Okay, and do they have a temperature out there in Denver? Alrighty, I guess not. So, alright, let's see. Any other mobile short on time or in and out stations?
Kilo Echo 0, Mike India Zulu. KE0 MIZ. Rob, Wellington, Colorado. Getting into the system tonight using my Wires X node. Current temperature is 77 degrees. This is number 10, Joe. My email on QRZ is good. I have no traffic this evening as I am in and out. Have a good evening.
Alright, Rob, got you in there, man, and got you down. There's an issue with our net logger today, so I'm just writing it down over here. 10 check-ins. Alright. I'm going to have to double check that, Rob. But I got you in there, brother. Dude, sorry I couldn't get in touch with you this week, man. Just been having one of those hectic weeks, man. But good to have you in here, man, and hope all is good. Alright, let's see. Any other mobile, short on time, or in and out stations for the FusionNet? Come now. K2 ECD, Long Beach, New York, 50 degrees, in and out, no traffic. All right, Matt, we got you in there. Long Beach, no traffic, 50 degrees, and in and out. Uh-oh, what's wrong with you? You're checking in and out, brother. Anyway, I'll talk with you later on. Have a good day, my friend. All right, let's see. Any more mobile, short on time, or in and out stations? Come now. All right, nothing heard. So we are now calling for any and all stations. Any and all stations who'd like to check into the FusionNet, please come with your call sign, your name, your location, your local outside temperature, and whether or not you have traffic for the net. Once again, guys, listen carefully. We want your call sign, your name, your location, your local outside temperature, and whether or not you have traffic for the net or not.
Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Hotel Quebec, KD9 OHQ, Ron, Trempealeau, Wisconsin, no traffic, outside temperature 55 degrees.
All right, Ron, got you in there, brother. Got you in there. All right, Jay, I don't see anything happening on NetLogger. Are you logging?
Yes, I am. I just didn't click start logging, so they should be coming out shortly. But you know, there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. This is the week of AC2AE's patience being tried. Satan, get thee behind me. Oh boy, I got him. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you filling out that information, or is that being filled out by what's it called? The NetLogger?
Oh no! It's KD2LRX filling it out. That's why I probably forgot to click start logging, because I am continuously going back and forth referencing QRZ, and for that gentleman who checked in number one, who didn't give the temperature, I looked him up as well to see what Denver's local temperature was. So I've been doing research. That's why I didn't click start logging. I was really busy.
You know, I knew I liked you for a reason. Thank you, my friend. I truly, truly appreciate this. You know, one of these weeks are turning into one of those days. You know, oh boy, oh boy. You know, I'll tell you guys a short story. I'm gonna tell you a story. Sit right down, little children. I'm gonna tell you a little story. You know, I've been waiting for a part to come from my car. My mechanic sends me a photograph and a link to order a part, because they don't order, he doesn't order off the internet. So if he can't get the part, you know, then it's up to me to get the parts for the car. I know absolutely nothing about cars except that you put gas in it and how to drive it. That's it. So, and I know the electrical system. That's it. So he sends me pictures, sends me the link. I order the part. It takes 2 weeks to get here. The part finally gets here. I actually have it delivered directly to the mechanic, and he calls me up and tells me it's the wrong part. So then I tell him this. I said, I don't know. I said, you sent me the image, you sent me this. He tells me, oh, but I told you to get such and such part. I was like, no. I said, that's not what you texted me. You told me to get this part. And I had to actually go down there, show him on my phone that he texted me the wrong part, the wrong picture, and everything. So that was a little hectic, you know. And that was Tuesday. So that's how my day went Tuesday. Sunday, one of the church members that go to my church is backing her car in and decides to back her car into my car. Knocks off my passenger side mirror, which I just replaced the driver's side mirror from some other moron, and she left a nice little scratch on my car. And then it was just downhill from there, guys. You know, now we have problems with the net logger and the fusion and this and that, and so if it's not one thing, it's another. So Satan, get thee behind me. All right, let's see. Who's going to be number 5 on the FusionNet list? Let's see. I got enough time? 36 seconds. Let me reset this. All right. Okay. All right, guys. This is the FusionNet, and I am AC280, your net control operator for this evening. And we're going to take any and all check-ins, but please remember to put in your call sign, your name, your location, your local temperature, your local outside temperature, and whether or not you have traffic for the net.
Net control.
KK7, AYJ, Annette in Boise, where it's 46 degrees, and I will have traffic.
All right, we had a little bit of a little pilot there. I wouldn't consider a pilot, maybe a double. Let me break out this mobile users list again. Okay. Well, it seems like I didn't get the other station, but there was a Kilo Oscar 4 station. So the Kilo Oscar 4 station, come again. Annette, I got you, the Kilo 7 Alpha Yankee Juliet. So Annette, I got you in there as number 6. The Kilo Oscar 4 station, come again.
Next. Kilo Oscar 4, Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot, that's KO4 CWF. Joseph in Lexington, South Carolina. Current temperature about 70 degrees. No traffic for the net.
I got no traffic for the net. And I got you approximately 70 degrees. Awesome. And I believe your name is Joseph, just like me. Easy name to remember. All right, then next up I got Kilo 7 Alpha Yankee Juliet. That's Cigarette Annette. Welcome aboard, Cigarette Annette. I got you down for traffic. Annette, what is your local outside temperature?
At control, it is 46 degrees in Boise, Idaho.
All right, net control copies 46 degrees out in Boise, Idaho. Awesome, got you in there. Yeah, I wish it was 46 degrees here. It's a lousy 52 humid degrees here. All right, let's see. Who's going to be number 7? Number 7 for the FusionNet. Come one, come all. Everybody's welcome, and you do not have to be a member.
Kilo 2, Charlie Victor Delta. Chris in Manhattan, New York. We have 52 degrees and no traffic.
All right, Chris, Ambassador of the FusionNet. I got you in there with 52 degrees and no traffic. Good to have you aboard, brother. All right, who's next? Next on the list.
This is Golf November 5, Delta, Whiskey, Romeo, Dennis, Spring, Texas. No traffic, and it is currently 77 degrees. Back to net control.
All right, awesome. I got 2 stations in there. I got N8HUB Andy out in Michigan. Andy, I'm going to have to ask you what your temperature is one more time. I got you down for traffic. And then I got N5DWR. And that is Dennis. Let's see. Dennis out in Spring, Texas. All right. All righty. Let's see. All right. First up, Andy, N8HUB over in Michigan. Andy, just tell me what your local outside temperature is, brother.
51.51.
We copy 51 degrees. Awesome. All right, Dennis out in Spring, Texas. Dennis, just tell me what your local outside temperature is and whether or not you have traffic for the net, brother.
Oh, good evening, Joe. Sorry you're having so much trouble. Currently, it is 77 degrees, and I will not have traffic. Back to you.
All right, awesome, man. Gosh, in there, 77 degrees, no traffic. Yeah. Hey, you guys, I can't see out of my left eye. Extremely blurry today. So, it's not a pirate radio station, but I'm a pirate right now. Arr, arr. Oh, wow. All right, let's see. Who's going to be number 10? Number 10 on the FusionNet. This is Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo with the FusionNet, and we're looking for check-in number 10.
N2 HVR, November 2 Hotel Victor Radio, Nick in Ozone Park. It is 51 degrees.
All right, long time no hear. Nick, what is going on, brother? Good to hear you, man. And just, Nick, real quick, any traffic for the net tonight?
No traffic tonight. I haven't been on lately. I've been busy with my new granddaughter.
That is awesome, man. That is absolutely awesome. Congratulations, man. That's it. When was she born? How about it, Nick? When was she born?
She's just turned 6 months. She just turned, I was just up there about a week ago on March 27th. She was 6 months old.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. First Christmas, first New Year's, first Valentine's Day, first Easter. That's awesome, man. Listen, I do onesies too. I print up onesies too. I just did a few onesies for my neighbor, and her grandson is just 6 months too. So, but she got him 9 months on the onesies. I either use Rabbit or I use Carter's onesies. So they're really cool and really good and really comfortable and made out of real cotton, no toxins. So just keep that in mind, man. I do all kinds of onesies. All right, very good, man, very good. All right, let's see. Who's going to be number 11 on the FusionNet tonight? This is Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo with the FusionNet, and we're looking for check-in number 11. Please come with your call sign, your name, your location, your local outside temperature, and whether or not you have traffic for the net.
KG60KI, Mark. I'm in Chino Hills, California. Temperature outside, it says, is 70 even, and no traffic for the net. Thanks.
Alrighty, awesome. KG0 Kilo India, we got you in there, guys. And guys, we were going a little slow on NetLogger is not working tonight for some odd reason. Or I should say, our subscription to QRZ is not working for some reason. So I'm trying to stretch this out just a little bit so JKD2LRX, my co-host and partner in crime, can catch up on the NetLogger. So this is why I'm taking my time. But Mark, good to have you aboard here. All right, let's see. Number 12. Who's going to be number 12 for the FusionNet? This is Alpha Charlie 2, Alpha Echo.
Kilo, Oscar 4, Uniform, Bravo, Bravo. James, Fort Myers, Florida. It is currently 75 degrees and somewhat windy out, or at least a nice small breeze anyway, and no traffic for the net. Thank you.
Alrighty, Kilo Oscar 4, United Bravo, Bravo. Now, did I get the name correct? Was it James Julian Alpha Light Echo Sierra, or was it Jane Julian Alpha November Echo?
Oh yeah, right the first time. James, Juliet, Alpha, Mike, Echo, Sierra.
You know, normally I would just assume that was James, but I just, this past Sunday, met a man named James. And I was calling him James all day long. Until he said Jane, and I was like, what are you talking about? It was my name. I said, oh, your name is Jane. I said, oh, okay. I actually, I only one other time heard a man called Jane, and that was on a TV sci-fi show called Firefly. And so I actually met a real Jane in real life. But James, welcome aboard, man. You know what? Good time to give this spiel here, because I believe you're a new call. We're having trouble with our NetLogger today. So just to give you guys a little heads up and let you guys know how we do things over here. Guys, if you want to become a lifetime member, all you have to do is just check in 10 times consecutively, 10 times in a row. And on that 10th time, if your email address is up to date on QRZ, or if it's not, I should say, just please let us know by sending us an email at fusion@thefusionnet.org. And the membership will give you all kinds of exclusive access to content on our website. So right now you guys can see some things on our website, but without membership, there's a whole bunch of other great things, topics of discussion, topics of interest, the trivia questions that we've had, Annette's weekly joke, just a whole bunch of good things. We got a lot of great things out there on the website. So we've got a lot off now. I'm in the process of adding people. So if you've got your 10 check-ins, and or if you've been a member a long time, you'll know exactly what we mean, what we've had up there and all that stuff. So James, definitely welcome aboard to the FusionNet, my friend. And you know, we're not only just open on Thursday nights, the FusionNet is on 24/7. So you can always come here and just use the system as much as you like. We've got the XLX server linked to us. We've got the QuadNet server linked to us. We got the TGIF linked to us when it's feeling like working. So there are a little issue with we have a little technical difficulties. That was easy for me to say. We have a little technical difficulties with the TGIF network. So, but we got multi links. You can get in through DMR, D-Star, and YSF. So good to have you aboard, James. All right, let's see. Number 13. We're looking for check-ins. This is the FusionNet, and we are looking for check-ins. Just come with your call sign, your name, your location, your temperature, and traffic, whether or not you have traffic or not. Ooh, I'm cutting this one close. I almost timed this out.
Good evening, everyone. This is Kilo Bravo 6, Delta Hotel Romeo, Mike, Kelso, Washington, 52.2 degrees, no traffic.
All right, Mike. Good to have you in here, man. You're catching up to getting your 10 real soon, brother. That's it. We got you in there, Kelso, Washington. You know, every time, I gotta say, every time I hear Kelso, I think of that 70s show. With that, I can't think of the real actor's real name now, but he plays the dumb guy on the 70s show. And his name is Ken. Actually, his name was actually Michael Kelso, so go figure that one out. Oh, man. I just realized that was Mike Kelso on the show. What's his name? Oh, he used to do that show, Punked.
Ashton Kutcher.
That's it. I heard Ashton Kutcher, so I don't know who said that because we had like a whole mini pile up over there. I saw Jay's call sign, but I heard someone else's voice. Woo! It's going to be one of those nights tonight, guys. All right, at least we can laugh about it. So Ashton Kutcher plays Mike Kelso, and let's see, is it up there yet? So Mike Struley, KB6DHR, is from Kelso. So it's Mike from Kelso. That's awesome. I'm surprised I never put that together before. All right, let's see. Number 14. 14 for the FusionNet. This is AC2AE, and we're looking for number 14 tonight. And just remember, everybody, you do not have to be a member. And sorry, guys. As you can probably hear in my voice, I'm a little out of it today, but it's getting better. It's always getting better. So we're looking for number 14. 14 for check-ins. Come now.
November Bravo 9 Delta Neil in Bedford, New Hampshire is approximately 53 degrees Fahrenheit. ND9D.
Degrees. No traffic. Back to net. All right, and they control copies of the following two stations. We got Kilo Delta 2, Michael Sierra Uniform, Howard, over in Coney Island, and he is our resident FusionNet meteorologist. Howard, I got you in there, I got you down for traffic, and I copied that 52 degrees. The next station I got was November Bravo 9 Delta, and that was Neil. And I know in just a few moments, Jay's going to have that up on the net logger. I'll know exactly where you are. And let's see. Oh, there's another station in there I didn't hear. Jay, right before number 14. Number 14, I got TD2 at Lachute, Howard and Coney Island. Okay, gotcha. And, okay, all right, okay. Yeah, it helps if I got to turn my head completely around. So, sorry about that, man. All right, so we got Neil, and I didn't have QD2 NVB at number 16, but KD2 NVB, and I know there's Bob, and I know he's in Fox Slope, and I'm going to get back to Bob just any second now. All right, let's see. KD2 NVB, Bob over in Fox Slope. Bob, just tell me whether or not you have traffic for the net, and what your local outside temperature is. Yeah, Joe, Bob, K2MVB, it is 54 degrees, and I have no traffic today. All right, we copy the no traffic, and we copy 54 degrees. All right, number 17. We are up to 17. Wow, this is a big check-in tonight, man. And guys, apologize for the delay. We are having technical difficulties. Not sure if it's exactly the machines or me or whatever's going on, but we're having some sort of technical difficulties. All right, so number 17 for the FusionNet, this is Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo, your net control operator, and we're looking for check-ins.
Net control. Please check in Kilo Charlie 4 Echo X-Ray Oscar. That is KC4 EXO. The name is Wayne. I'm in West Columbia, South Carolina, and I do not have any traffic, and it's currently 68 degrees.
All right, Wayne, welcome aboard, brother. Welcome aboard. That looks like a new call sign to me. So welcome to the FusionNet. And every time I get a new call, oh, excuse me. Every time I get a new call, I gotta let everybody know that we have a 10 check-in policy here. Everybody's welcome at any time, but if you check in 10 times in a row, you become a lifelong member of the FusionNet, and with that, you get all kinds of access to our exclusive content on our website. So stick around. We're going to have fun. We usually either do a question or a topic of discussion, which we're doing tonight. And on the nights that I usually host, this is not normally my night to host, but the nights that I normally host, we usually do a trivia, which is long overdue, guys. We got some trivia heading our way. So when I come back, I will be doing trivia for sure, come heck or high water. So Wayne, welcome aboard, brother. All right, let's see. We're looking for number 18. Number 18, this is Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo with the FusionNet, and I'll be your net control operator for this evening. We're looking for number 18.
Net control. Net control. Please check in Kilo Delta 2 Foxtrot Lima Victor. That's KD2 FLV. My name is Roman, and I am Wagner, South Carolina, and the temperature is a balmy 64 degrees.
All right, we got Roman. What's going on there, Roman? We got you in there, Wagner, South Carolina. And I'm not sure if you got traffic or not, but I do copy your temperature. And let's see. I wrote that wrong, of course. All right, let's see. So I got your call as KD2, Foxtrot Lima Victor, Roman, Wagner, South Carolina, 64 degrees. And I'm just going to come back to you in 1 second, Roman. Do you have traffic for the net tonight?
No, sir, no traffic.
All right, awesome. Awesome. Even though, guys, I do this all the time, I normally write down all the call signs on pencil and paper. It's where our net logger is for some reason not automatically logging the log that the people in. So we're having some sort of an issue tonight. So, but just please be patient. And Roman, I don't know if you just heard the whole spiel I did with the 10 check-ins or not, but if you check in 10 times in a row, you become an automatic lifetime member of the FusionNet at no cost to you at all, which gives you open access to the FusionNet.org, our website, and you'll have access to all kinds of exclusive content on there. So welcome aboard. The FusionNet is open 24/7. We don't just do this on a Thursday night. Thursday night's just our net night, and so you can come here anytime you want and use the system as much as you like, member or non-member. So, all right, let's see. 19. Who's going to be on 19 check-in tonight? This is radio station Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo out in Gravesend, Brooklyn, New York with the FusionNet, and we're looking for check-in number 19. I don't know, Jay. KD2LRX. So we're gonna have to put out an APB for Russ. Rusty Balloons is not here tonight. We might have to put an APB out for him.
Yeah, we may have to. I don't know where he is tonight.
He's flying in the balloon. We should check. We should check the what's it called, the APLS balloon tracking. He could be somewhere over the Pacific Ocean right now. All right, let's see. Any other check-ins? Check-ins, check-ins. Come one, come all. Everybody's welcome, and you do not have to be a member.
All right, 82 LRX. I'm checking in officially. Number 19. It's 51 degrees in Great Neck. I will log myself in. And, Joe, if you could just kindly also provide me with Howard's MSU's temperature. I think we got it at 54, but I want to make sure.
It's close up early tonight. But let's see. First up on the list, then, for traffic. Guys, and I got to tell you, I usually like to wait a little bit before this particular traffic comes through. But sit back, guys. Cigarette and Net is out there. Kilo 7 Alpha Yankee Juliet. And I got to tell you, she has got some awesome jokes, guys. And if you missed the joke here on the net, Fridays we update the net. We update the website. So you'll be able to see the joke on our website, provided if you remember or not, on Fridays. So, Cigarette and Net, GK7, Alpha Yankee Juliet. Did you think you would be the first one up tonight for traffic? Okay. That's it. I got that one. And Howard is 52 degrees. 52 degrees. Yes, he is right across the Belt Parkway from me, and he's 52 degrees. Usually we have a slight temperature variance there, but he said 52. My phone is saying 52, and I don't have a thermometer outside anymore. But we'll just go with 52 for now. And Jay, I got you on the list as number 19. Awesome, brother. Awesome. All right, let's see. Let's go over to see right event. AK7 Alpha Yankee Juliet. Caddy, let's pick it up.
Good evening, FusionNet buddies. So, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson go on a camping trip, set up their tent, and fall asleep. Some hours later, Holmes wakes his faithful friend, Watson. Look up at the sky and tell me what you see. Watson replies, I see millions of stars. What does that tell you? Watson ponders for a minute. Astronomically speaking, it tells me there are millions of galaxies and potentially billions of planets. Astrologically, it tells me that Saturn is in Leo. Time-wise, it appears to be approximately 3:15. Theologically, it's evident that the Lord is all-powerful and we are small and insignificant. Meteorology, it seems like we have a beautiful day tomorrow. What does it tell you? Holmes is silent for a moment, then speaks. Watson, you idiot. Somebody stole our tent.
Oh, that is awesome, man. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. The master of the obvious. Let me tell you, and they're just getting better and better as you go along. I love it. Love it. Awesome, man. All right, let's see. Who's next on the list? Next on the list. Okay, guys, sit back. This one is a good one. We got Andy, N8HUB, the chief of the FusionNet. Andy, tell us your traffic, brother, and don't be modest.
Good evening, Joe. Hey, the rest of the crew here got a good number of check-ins tonight. Sounds good. I think the most check-ins I ever had was 26 on Tuesday nights. I think John got 20 last week, so we're doing pretty good over this side. Seems like every week we get more, but I was glad to have new ones check in. Well, we had a pretty good day, 62 degrees, I think, got to today, and a lot of sun, and gonna cool down here Monday, I guess, but Saturday and Sunday is supposed to be in the 60s, maybe the high 70s, and some thunderstorms Sunday, I guess, but we'll take that, and a little cool down for the next week. Next weekend, back in the better temperatures. Let me take a minute here. But it sure is better than what we had. Had a lot of cold rain here the last couple of weeks. Well, almost for the whole month there, but it's getting better as we go along. I just want to mention our net. We have a net every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern. West Michigan Connect 21335. 21335. And you can get in there with that number on an open spot, hotspot, whatever. Get a chance to stop by and say hello. We usually have a group of guys in there. Sometimes it's technical talk, sometimes it's just questions and answers, sometimes it's just biggest fish stories, whatever. But come on over and find out. Hey, thanks, Joe. Back to you, N8HUB.
All right, Andy. Awesome, man. N8HUB. You know, guys, Andy has got a fantastic net. For the small amount of times that I have been there, I got to say he's got an awesome net on Tuesday nights, man. It is Tuesday nights, 7 p.m., and it's the West Michigan Connect, and the Wires X node number is 21335. Once again, that node number is 21335, or just look up the West Michigan Connect. It's Tuesday night, 7 p.m., guys. Gotta go check it out, man. They got an awesome net there, man. I wish somehow, some way we could actually connect with them and just go with it, man. But I gotta tell you, what an awesome time, man. All right, let's see. Andy. Then we had this one. Next up, woof. All right, we're going to go through traffic real quick tonight, guys. We're going to get right to that question tonight. But next up on the list is our resident meteorologist. The FusionNet has its own meteorologist, man. And let me say, this guy is awesome. He's cool, and but he can be hot or cold because he's a meteorologist. Woo! All right, I won't quit my day job. But next up on the list is Howard, KD2, MSU. Howard, take it up, brother. What's that weather report?
All right, my advice is to enjoy tomorrow's weather. We should be in the 70s and sunny. Saturday, does it look too nice around here? Could be some rain in the 50s. And theoretically, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday would really be warm days. If you're away from the water. So anyone, from Boston down to New York and Long Island may be plagued by easterly winds known as a backdoor cold front. Looks like a perfect setup for that type of event. So the temperatures are really uncertain if you're near the water, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesday, definitely be below normal, and we may hold up that way for maybe 10 days. So it looks like we're going to go into the month of May with highs in the 50s instead of the upper 60s. So there may be some cold weather in there at the end of the month and into the first week of May at least. So we may have to wait a little bit longer for real summer to start. Just the way it looks, it's really, I don't want to make it sound like I'm talking about on this one. And if you're near the water, near the coastline, up to from Boston down to New York, the weather could be quite different. If we're not quite that out easterly wind, then we'll be in the 70s, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, that's the way it looks. Scaled altitude, Mike Seal uniform, back to net control.
All right, Howard, man, awesome, brother, awesome. Well, not so awesome. We're gonna have 70 degrees tomorrow. I'm dreading that. I definitely am not a hot weather person. So but I did get my air conditioners, both of them all in order. The one in my living room, the one here in the bedroom. I cleaned out the filters. But the only thing is, I've got to put the one in the bedroom in the window, and I think I will be doing that tomorrow morning, man. 70 degrees, because I got some shirts to make tomorrow, and those heat presses, oh man, they make the room really hot. So I will definitely be putting that air on tomorrow for sure. And I'm glad to see we're getting some more cold weather back in, without a doubt. I know one person out there is going to be very happy. We got 70 degrees tomorrow. And I'm not going to mention his name, JKD2LRX, but he is definitely a hot weather person. You know, the funny thing about this is, man, Jay and I, we have become really good, tight best friends over the years. It was kind of instantly, man. We hit it off instantly. And now, I don't want to say we're completely opposite, but when it comes to weather, whew, man, we opposite. He likes the tropical. I like the cold weather, and they say opposites attract, man. Jay, what do you say to that, brother? AC28E over to KD2LRX.
I say you take one step forward and I take one step back. Opposites attract. KD2 LRX. Yeah, it's definitely true. Joe likes that cold weather. He likes it when it gets dark early. I like it when the sun stays out. I like it when it's warm. But Joe seems to be getting mostly his way this spring because the weather, as Howie mentioned, has been quite brisk for this time of year. So it is what it is. But eventually, I will, prevail. At least I hope I will. At least for a little while. So yeah, that's the deal there. In terms of my traffic tonight, the few things that I have to say are definitely check out the FusionNet.org, FusionNet.org. As Joe mentioned, if you check in 10 consecutive times, and that isn't so hard to do, you become an instant member of the FusionNet, and you get exclusive privileges to our website. So you're able to check out certain sections that you're unable to see right now. Right now, if you don't have 10 check-ins. If you have 10 check-ins, you can see it all. Let me let this drop. Also, guys, just a reminder, check out all the merch that's on that page. Remember, all merchandise that you purchase goes towards the betterment, if you will, of our of our system. We just purchased a repeater. We're really excited about it. We do need some additional equipment to get that up and running. So any donation or purchase of a shirt, a hoodie, a onesie, whatever it is, even bags, go bags and stuff like that, are definitely appreciated. And it's for you guys, really, at the end of the day. And then my last and final piece of traffic is that on Saturday I'm going on a little adventure. I can't say why I'm going on this adventure. Joe doesn't even know yet, because I can't tell him either. But I will soon be able to. And I will be taking a flight to Boston, Massachusetts. And then, from there, from Boston, I'll be driving about a half hour north, and I will be doing this all in one day, flying back to JFK Airport later on in the evening on Saturday. Why? Well, you guys are just going to have to wait and find out. I cannot say anything, but I will assure you it's good news. All right, that's all I have to say. Back to Net Control from CD2 LRX.
Wow, you going to Boston. You're going to Boston. Don't forget to park your car over at Boston. That's awesome, man. Awesome. You know, I don't know, but I'm kind of thinking, well, I just thought this just a second that it might be business related, but then it might be other business related with the radio station. So I'm kind of thinking it's with to do with the DFK stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I know you're not going to meet a sexy girl because you got a sexy girl at home. So, and I know that you'd probably get a black eye if you did that one. But I don't know. You got me wondering now. You got me wondering now. You know, this summer, guys, AC2AE is conquering his fear of heights. And I am going to Hunter Mountain to go do some zip lining. So we'll be going zip lining. It's a 5-mile zip lining tour. So I'm actually pretty excited about this, man. I always wanted to do it, but my fear of heights prevented me from doing it. And I remember seeing the movie either in the late 80s or early 90s, and it was with Sean Connery called The Medicine Man, and was with Lorraine Bracco. And ever since I saw them ziplining through these jungles, I always wanted to do that. So this year, I convinced the wife, and she's going to come with me, and we're going to go ziplining. So if you don't hear from me after the summertime, after I do this, it probably means I fell off the zipline and died. Well, look at that, man. All new things, all good things. All good things, man. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys, we have concluded the traffic portion of the net, so I'm going to give one more call for some check-ins and see if anybody else is out there. So this is radio station Alpha Charlie 2, Alpha Echo, Jello out in Gravesend, Brooklyn, New York, and this is the FusionNet, and we are looking for check-ins, check-ins, check-ins. All righty, nothing heard, guys. All right, man. Well, look, tonight, man, we are digging back into the barrel of questions that we have had stored for the longest amount of times. We've been doing this for a little over 5 years. We're actually coming up to our 5th year anniversary as the FusionNet. And if you can see me right now, I'm doing air quotes because we had a slightly different name before the FusionNet. So we're doing this a little over 5 years, but this July, guys, we are coming up to our 5th year anniversary. We're going to have a 5th year anniversary shirt to put out there for you guys, and hopefully you'll like it and buy one. And as Jay was mentioning, none of the profits go to Jay or myself. It does go to the FusionNet and everything. We just recently got approved for OPETA. We'll be getting a repeater sometime next month. We're trying to purchase now a duplexer for this repeater. We got some of the money. We need another $200 to get this duplexer. And once we get that duplexer, we should be in order, guys. So we'll actually be able to get it up, get it running. We've got the cable, we've got the antenna. I'm donating my own personal antenna, so I'll probably be getting another one soon after that. And we're going to be like a real radio station at that point. So we got a lot of exciting things coming, man. A lot of exciting things. And there's always hope and room for improvement and expansion with the FusionNet. Guys, we do this for all of you guys out there. And, Jay and I, we were just sitting one day, and we were talking away. We didn't realize how many people there were. Once we learned how many people were actually listening to us, we decided to have a net. And I can remember the days of saying, wow, you think we'll get 10 check-ins tonight? And here we are with close to 20. We've gotten 30, what was it, 33 check-ins or 34? It was 34 check-ins a couple of weeks ago. So this is a pretty awesome net, guys. We love having everybody here. We thank everybody for being here. Let's see, we're ridiculously hot. Oh, yes. Yes, when Jay, I don't know if anybody else caught it out there, but when Jay was saying take one step forward, take two steps back, opposites attract, that's a Paula Abdul song. So I sent him a GIF of Paula Abdul dancing in the video, and then I did another one, Cold Hearted Snake, and then I happened to tell him Paula Abdul is absolutely hot.
Joe, you timed out.
Oh, I got a timeout for tonight. I timed it out. Oh no. Oh no. That's a good thing Russ is not on. Russ would be whipping me with that wet noodle right now. Alright, very good, man. Alright, let's see. No other check-ins, so we're going to go to the question of the night. Like I said, guys, we had to dig really deep down into that barrel. We got this question from actually a couple of years ago. And I like to recirculate these questions every now and again, but I got to say, Jay actually remembered this one, and he brought this one back up. So, guys, tonight the question of the evening is, what is your least favorite digital mode and why? Once again, what is your least favorite digital mode and why? All right, let's see. Take out all the in and out stations. First up on the list would be Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Hotel, Quebec. We got Ron out in, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Triple A? I don't know. I lived in Cape Girardeau for a while, and it totally is not spelled the way it sounds. But Ron, pick it up, brother. What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Okay, Joe. 89OHQ in Tremolo, Wisconsin. So you were pretty close on the pronunciation. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this is my 10th check-in in a row tonight per my calendar, so I did send an email to confirm that. Digital modes, I'm really only familiar with the Yaesu system Wires X. I have a D-Star radio, but I have never tried to use it. And I have a DMR radio, but I've also never tried to use it. But I am starting to get curious about them and making steps to learn more about those modes. So I really don't have one I would say that I disfavor. I'm just not familiar with them. KD9OHQ, back to that.
All right, awesome, man, awesome. Yeah, when you're new to the digital modes, they're all fun in the beginning, but then you start to get a certain hatred for some of them, especially when you're on an analog channel and you start hearing those digital tones. But awesome. Now you see, my problem is I don't have a D-Star radio. I've always wanted to play with D-Star. I mean, I've played with it with Jay's radio for a little bit, but I never had my own D-Star radio. But I'm going to make that my goal this year. I'm definitely going to get one of those D-Star radios and play around with it for a bit. But awesome, Ron. That was an awesome answer. All right, let's see. We're going to go pick up Joseph, Kilo Oscar 4, Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot. Joseph, pick it up, brother. What is your least favorite digital mode and why? All right, even nothing heard from Kilo Oscar 4, Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot. So we're going to go over to Annette. Cigarette Annette. Annette, Kilo 7, Alpha Yankee Juliet. Pick it up. What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
KK7, Alpha Yankee Juliet to Net Control. You always pick questions that I'm still learning about. So I don't think it's a mode because I think it's digital. And the digital mode that I just can't understand is the gibberish on America Link and how long they talk.
Well, yeah, it's a mode, and yeah, Medical Link is definitely a mode, but they do use several types of ways of getting in. So, and yeah, like I said to Ron, for the newbies out there, you guys really don't know which ones that you're interested in yet. So you still gotta like play the field with them all, and just feel them out and just see which ones that you like. And but by the time next year comes, and that you'll be telling me, oh, I hate that mode. I don't do that one. But awesome, man, awesome. All right, let's see. Next up on the list is none other than Chris, K2CVD, ambassador to the FusionNet. Chris, what's going on, brother? What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Hi, Joe. Thank you for picking me up. First of all, I want to say congratulations to Nick on his granddaughter. That must be a beautiful thing for his family. So I'm sure he's loving it. My least favorite digital mode is DMR for several reasons. One, it's hard to get started because you have to learn all about these code plugs. The list of people are in the radio, the contact list, so you can never get a full list of it, or you have to buy a new radio. And I don't think that's always the best idea. On the other modes, the information comes through the signal. And finally, on some of these talk groups, like 91 or 3100, it gets to be the Wild West because every time you're talking to somebody and people start checking in, you can't keep up QSO. So I find it to be the hardest to learn and also sometimes the most annoying. K2CVD, back to net control.
Chris, that is an awesome answer, and I partially agree with you with that. DMR, if you're first starting out with DMR, it is incredibly intimidating. Everything is word different. They call a program a code plug. They've got talk groups, but as I got into it and learned more about it, it did get a lot more easier for me. Actually, one of the radios that I definitely recommend to anybody if they're into DMR is one of the Anytone radios. They're probably the easiest to program, And, Matt K2 ACD was telling me that Anytone has a new radio that holds the entire database in there. So that's pretty impressive. We've come a long way since we've started with those DMR radios, from just simple 3-channel radios to multi-channel, 1,000-channel radios, and holding all kinds of information now. But I got to say, I've got the Anytone 868, which is a little bit of an older model, but I wouldn't give this radio up for anything, man. And I'm actually considering getting the 878 Plus now, which is about a little over $300. But definitely well worth it if you're into the DMR. And even if you're not, Anytone is probably going to be your best introductory radio. And I shouldn't just say introductory radio. It's going to definitely be a well-seasoned hams to have in their collection as well. So I'm definitely a big fan of the Anytone. And a lot of people like those TYTs, but I got a TYT brand new sitting on my shelf. Maybe used it 3 or 4 times. I have the hardest of the hardest time programming that radio. So that's why I don't get to use it much. But that's an awesome answer, Chris. Thank you, brother. All right, let's see. Next up on the... good. I thought I was timing out for a second. All right, next up on the list is N8HUB, Andy over in Michigan. Andy, what is your least favorite digital mode and why?
N8HUB. Well, I don't know all of them. I hear guys talk about different things and different nets and stuff. DMR, I didn't care for that. Before I got into Fusion, even knew what Fusion was. I was looking for a different radio, and I got on the internet and looked at DMR and seen all the hoops you got to jump through, and registration numbers and colors and things like that. And I said, nah, that's not for me. So I went searching further and found this ASU Fusion system and got on that and stayed here. I hear guys talking around here too about, I think it's P28. That's the right number. Set up radios, all they do is talk to one another. You really don't talk to anybody. It just makes automatic contacts for you, and you got a list. And I seen that demonstrated once, and that was so boring, I got up and left. And that didn't make any sense to me at all. So I just stick with the Fusion, the ASU system. Back to you, N8HUB.
Awesome answer. Yes, I definitely without a doubt find that the Yaesu system Fusion C4FM of YSX is absolutely the easiest and most stable mode out there. So when people say, oh, they don't like it, I'm like, well, it's not to like it. It's stable. It's easy. There's nothing to not like about it. And the other one that you're talking about, I think, is FT8, not P28. There's a P25 out there, which I've never personally got to use, but Jason, KB2LX, uses it, and he absolutely loves it. So we in the future may even add a P25 link to the FusionNet. So we're definitely looking for that as an add-on to the FusionNet in the future. It's just a little bit more difficult to link that than other modes, so that's one thing that's been holding us back. But that FT8 Andy, I gotta say, man, I agree with you, man. If you're into watching paint and dry, then that's the mode for you. Without a doubt. I tell the story often, and I'm exaggerating it a little bit, really little, but, I one time had that mode hooked up on a plane when it was just about maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years, and I went inside to go get a cup of coffee and make a sandwich, and when I came back, there was like 6 or 7 contacts looking to be confirmed. Just sitting on the computer. I'm like, what happened? So, it's basically computer based. It's definitely narrow signal, so, it does get through. It does have its perks, but it's slow. It's, like I said, it's kind of like watching TV guys. You set your computer up, you leave it, and then you just confirm the contact. And that's really about all the involvement there is. There's no talking, there's no anything. So it's all automatic. That's a I can't think of the name of them. Automatic. Oh gosh. Oh boy, I'll think about it. I'll find it. It's all automatic. Oh my god. It was his bangles, but it's not his bangles. It's oh, I can't remember. I'm having a brain fog today for sure. Oh, for sure, it's too off. The FusionNet. All right, let's see. Inside DWR, Dennis, you are up next, brother. What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Well, I guess I'll start with, I haven't used a lot of them, but System Fusion is my favorite, and I guess you're going to hear this all night long. DMR is the worst. It's just the hardest to learn. You're talking about the Anytone. I've got an 878. It's just a wonderful radio, one of my favorites. But using it for DMR is just trying to get it set up is just a nightmare. Unless you can get somebody that really knows it and can help you set it up. But I kind of gave up on it. I used the radio, analog, and just love it for that. So I guess that's about as far as I can take it. I've dabbled with FTA a little bit, and yeah, either watching grass grow or paint dry is just about as much fun. But I know a lot of guys that like it. You can make a lot of quick contacts if that's what you're in for. So that's it for me, Joe. N5 DWR.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a winner tonight with the DMR radios. That is kind of the more difficult. But I got to say, it's probably one. I think it's neck and neck right now for being in the tie with System Fusion. And the Go-Go's. It was the Go-Go's. It just came to me. And how can I forget the Go-Go's, man? When I was a kid, I had the biggest crush on Melinda Carlisle. Like, I can't even tell you guys. Oh, man, the Go-Go's. Well, that's got to be one of my favorite groups out there, too. But Dennis, I definitely agree. That DMR, man. That darn DMR. Damn my radio. That's what DMR stands for. Damn my radio. All right, let's see. Nick, out in Ozone Park, N2HVR. What's up there, brother? What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Hello, everyone on the net. Joe, sound good. You're doing a good job considering the technical difficulties you're having, but keep on chugging the little train that could. Well, I don't know. I like them all, although Fusion has turned out to be my favorite because of, like you said, it's easy to use and the audio quality is much better than the other modes. I started on D-Star, but I very rarely, I still have the equipment, but I very rarely use D-Star anymore. And the other thing is, like DMR is okay. If you want to work DX, usually I get on DMR. I have an Anytone. I have the older model, the 678. But I set up a little, I have a DV Mega hotspot that connects to a power supply, and I run Blue DV for Android on my Android phone. So using that setup, it's really easy. Everything is handled in the slopeway. The radio doesn't do anything. Just switch it to a program channel, and the software does all the rest, you know. Yeah, I guess my least favorite would be D-Star these days. Well, 5 years ago, that's what I started on, and when I found you guys, I was turning the dial on my 991A, and I found Fusion. I didn't even know Fusion existed. I bought the radio, the 991A, the FT9, not because of Fusion, because it was a shack in the box. I didn't even know what Fusion was at the time, but there you go. Oh, most things happen that way by accident. This is N2H3R, back to that.
Wow. All right. So D-Star. D-Star is your least favorite. Okay. I can't say I agree with you on that one because I really don't know too much about the D-Star. But I guess I'm going to have to play with it to see. I'm going to have to just break down and get a radio and just see how terrible it actually is. Now, guys, before we go any further, I got to tell you something too. Now, before Jay and I started this FusionNet, man, I was 110% against digital mode, well, voice digital modes, against the DMR, the Yaesu. As a matter of fact, I could recall telling Jay, we will never have digital on this repeater. Well, at the time it was the local repeater that we were talking on. And he was like, okay, okay, you don't know what you're missing, but okay. And but I gotta say, what really got me into the voice digital modes was System Fusion. So that's what got me hook, line, and sucker. Then we got the open spots and what is it, I want to say Droid Star, not Droid Star. I forgot what the other one is called, though I'm actually using it right now. But, various different hotspots we got. Dude, then I was like, I seen all the digital modes, all the rooms that were out there. And I got to tell you, there wasn't even half as many rooms out there back then as there is now. There's just a room for everything now. So, I was definitely one of those guys who was a never digital mode kind of a person. And here I am now. Jay and I, we have one of the biggest digital rooms out there. All right, let's see. Enough of that, man. Let's go over to Mark. Mark, Kilo Golf 0, Kilo India. Mark, pick it up, brother. It's all you, man. What is your least favorite digital mode and why? All right, nothing heard, so we're going to move it on over to Kilo Oscar 4, Uniform Bravo Bravo, James out in Florida. James, what is your least favorite digital mode and why? Yeah, I should know better. After 10 o'clock, we lose the South Carolina guys. The repeater goes back to, turns into a pumpkin. All right, so let's see. Kilo Bravo 6, Delta Hotel Romeo. Mike Kelso. Mike out in Kelso. Mike, what's going on, brother? Good to have you in here, man. What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Well, I don't really have one. To me, digital is digital. D-Star, Fusion, whatever DMR, it's all digital. You're just using a different radio. Now myself, I have a DMR radio. I've got an Anytone 878. And then I have my FTM 400 and my Yaesu FT2D, which I finally got configured. And I can use it with my laptop in the truck instead of just going through the base station here, because I get about 4 miles away and I'm done.
But yeah, it's just, to me, digital is digital. I mean, you just have different manufacturers that, have their different systems, but it's still digital. Now, DMR had a little bit of an issue, and you guys are right as far as trying to get a radio programmed up, but I was used to the code plugs because I was used to programming up Motorola radios and things like that when I was in California and helping out my friend that's president of React International. And all Motorola's and that sort of thing, you have to write a code plug for it, which is a little bit more involved, but, it can be done. So, yeah, as far as that goes, I like them all, but like I said, I've only done Fusion, C4FM, and DMR. So other than that, back to you, Joe.
All right, awesome. All right, so then you already had a little bit of a heads up on the DMR gear, so all right, so that's understandable. That's pretty cool. Yeah, when I first got introduced to DMR, matter of fact, I was one of probably the first users to have a DMR radio, and I had a Motorola 6500, and I had someone programmed it for me, and my very first experience with the DMR radio, I was in a room, I was talking with somebody, and then some, I don't know, I call the old hams that get nasty geezers, and I had some old geezer get on. He's like, you're clicking the links up all and down the East Coast. Like, seemed like I was kind of like offending him or doing something wrong. So that was pretty much the first time and the last time that I had gotten on it at that particular point of my ham radio experience. And I swear I would never get back on it again. And that's kind of like when we got to the FusionNet. I was like, nah, I don't want anything to do with those digital modes. Too many ham police out there, and it was just one of those things. But awesome, brother, awesome, great answer, man. All right, next up is our resident meteorologist, KD2 MSU, Howard out in Coney Island. Howard, what is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Okay, favorite digital mode, of course, Fusion, share learning curve, DMR, can do it by trial and error, help you figure it out, how to think logically, what has to be connected to what has to be able to read what. So use that in the background in your mind when you're setting up your code block. As for FT8, I never used it, but it would seem a lot like sperm collecting. You want to make one contact in each of the 50 states and in 100 worldwide countries, all 7 continents, and I don't know how many countries there are in the world, soon over 100. You'd want to make at least one contact in each location, each country. So that's like stamp collecting to me. Eventually I'll get around to trying that. See what else? I have a DP MR radio. She really can't connect anything. Would just be, so I'm trying to get one of the hams I play handball with. Not the ham. It's the handball player to take his test so he can legally use the radio. So we have a little privacy. PPMR, I believe, is a little rare in the United States. Let's see, D-Star, P25, have not used. NXDN, have not used. I'm looking, there's a radio that contains NXDN, DMR. DMR, if you get a license, $30 about. And for $300, you can get a license for P20. All righty. So, okay. So you're in there with us with that tomorrow. All right. And you mentioned handball. And, and just coincidentally, the pastor of my church plays handball. And he's from the Bronx. But I can remember him telling me a few weeks ago how he would come down to Pony Island and you guys actually have teams and stuff like that. So just wondering, Howard, are you on a team? And do you play guys from the other boroughs? Do you go to other courts? And do they come? Have you ever played against any other persons other than just in Coney Island? No, Coney Island, the West Fifth Street courts are in Coney Island. It's where they hold the national tournament in August. No, I'm not on a team. I play people from other states, maybe even in other countries come here. And we like to clean the courts here from the snow in the winter. And people kind of found that out. We play in other courts around Brooklyn. Hey, they drive over here to play on the court that we cleaned off. So, so we do the hard work and they get to enjoy it too. So, not on a team, but West History courts are used in August for the tournaments, the national tournament, one world tournament. And skill that the team may see a uniform back to their control. Now, just one more question. I'll leave you alone. When you're playing handball and you get to the middle of of the person you're playing against, do you tell them, "Oh, I just made a rain on you"? I didn't catch what you said to him. You want to repeat that? I was asking you if you have any kind of like catchphrases, like "I'm gonna make it rain on you," or "Here comes the storm." I suppose I blurted out things without even knowing it. And by the way, I'm using the little ball. At one point it was called black ball plays blue ball. The last 25 years, there's a softer and a more lively ball. Black ball was the real handball. It's like a rock. And you get a nice bone bruise until you got some protection, a little callus on your hand. So that was the real game. But they play today, 25, 30 years now. It's not the real handball. Skill that the team might see a uniform back to their control. I do remember those days, Howard. I used to play in high school. I was actually on the team in high school. And that's it. We played with a little black ball. And then we got the little blue ball. And then somewhere right before I graduated, we went to the bigger blue ball that was a lot thinner, and it was bigger, it was thinner, it was I guess, less destructive on your hand. But we were allowed to wear gloves at the time, but I couldn't wear a glove. The glove would get all sweaty on my hand, and the glove would slip, and the ball would hit the glove in the wrong direction. You couldn't hit the ball, in certain directions. So I'm pretty sure you know all about that with the glove. And I even remember some people would put a sponge inside the glove, and I always thought that was cheating. But oh well, it is what it is, man. All right, let's move this along, man. We got Neil up next. November Bravo 9 Delta. Neil, what's going on, brother? How you doing? And what is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Hi, next roll. This is
9 Delta Neil in Bedford, New Hampshire. Well, I believe probably my least favorite digital mode at this point in time has to be CW, just because I don't really have quite an ear for it yet. Our least favorite mode would probably concur with others, DMR, just for the fact that if you don't have those out of 10, you're about out of luck. So, yeah, that would be my final answer. And, yeah, I most certainly hope everyone is having a wonderful evening out here. And, well, thanks for listening, and back to Net Control, NV9D.
All right, awesome, brother, awesome. All right, let's see. Bob, can you hear me now? Howard Foxlow, TV2, NVD. Bob, what's going on, brother? What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Katie to NVD. Well, the only one I know is Fusion, so I guess that has to be my most favorite and my least favorite. No, well, kidding aside. Well, that's true. The only one I really know is Fusion. I got a D-Star radio before I got a Fusion radio. My main radio is an all-in-one. I call them 7100, and I love this radio just because it's the only one that fits on my small amount of desk space with a little head unit, et cetera, et cetera. But I never got into D-Star, just largely because there isn't much of it around here. And I did sort of try to learn it, but I didn't get too far. And it wasn't much motivation for the aforementioned reason. It seemed like it wasn't happening around here. So I got my FT2, and I heard you guys used to stream this. Well, we could do this. Maybe you still do it. You used to have recordings of your FusionNets, and I used to listen to them occasionally. Anyway, I got this radio. I joined. I like doing this net. But I gotta say, I still like the sound of analog more. So, but, you know, in all fairness, I would love to hear digital live, but no one ever uses it. But that's cool. I like a lot of stuff about Fusion. I like the fact that you can use a hotspot. I have an open spot too that I'm going through right now. And it's cool. Of course, we're talking to these guys from different parts of the country, even different parts of the world. And I don't have an antenna situation where I can do that any other way. So that's great. So it's, you know, I'm a musician. I think of sound, but so I prefer the sound of analog. But on the other hand, there are a lot of cool things about digital. So that's my answer. I'm back to Net.
Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I agree with you, man. I do like the digital wide, definitely more than the digital narrow. But for some reason or another, they made the digital narrow the more common to work with all the other modes. So I guess we're stuck with that. I wonder if they'll ever change that or not. I guess they would have to change DMR and D-Star and YSF, you know, all those modes. So not sure if they're up for doing that big haul or overhaul, I should say. But yeah, Jay and I used to switch back and forth all the time, and we primarily were on digital wide on the System Fusion until we actually incorporated the XLX network and all the other modes that we have, TGIF and the QuadNet. That's basically when we strictly became digital narrow. That's why we actually had to put it into our script to switch your radios out of the automatic shift mode, because some people would key up into digital wide, and then it would automatically shift whoever was listening over to digital wide, and then when they would transmit, it wouldn't go through the XLX network, therefore it wouldn't go through the TGIF, and also wouldn't go through the QuadNet. And we run into that issue now. Now that we're all in the digital narrow mode, we still run into that a little bit when somebody puts a hyphen in between their call sign and their
and their name on the digital IDs of the Fusion radios. So whenever anybody's got a hyphen in there, it doesn't go through to the XLX network, and therefore nobody in XLX hears them. So they just start keying up, and it becomes a big mess. It starts confusing the system up. So that's why we have on the How to Connect page, stop right here, or so something like stop here, read this first, and we explain all the do's and don'ts of the FusionNet. But awesome point, man. Awesome point for sure. All right, let's see. We're going to go next to Wayne, Kilo Charlie 4, Echo X-Ray Oscar, out in West Columbia, South Carolina. We might have lost him. Let's see. Wayne, are you still with us? KC4 EXO.
Net Control, I'm still here. The repeater I'm going through has dropped me twice, and I had to reconnect. I don't know why. I do have a hotspot, and I like D-Star and Fusion. Don't know much about anything about the others, but for some reason we have one digital repeater here. I'm in the capital city. We have one, and it will kick you out. I don't know if it's something I'm doing, but it's more than that. It's than just this net. So anyway, I do enjoy those. I guess I'm set up for FT8. Hadn't even really started using it yet. Right now, I've just gotten my classic Drake TR4C back from rework, and that's kind of got my attention right now. I bought one and had it fully restored. I was out of the hobby for 30 years and had one before, and I wanted to get another one. So I've just gotten that one back, and that's what I will be playing with next. And very much enjoying the net. I just kind of found it by accident tonight. Didn't even know it existed, and took a few notes and hope to be a regular in the future. And doing a great job there, Joe, and just thank you very much.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Yes, that particular repeater that you normally go through, if you don't reconnect, it will. Once it changes, then you do have to reconnect. What happens is, if you're just getting an incoming signal on the repeater and you don't have a signal going out, it's on a timer. I don't know what their time limit is on there. But what happens is once that timer goes off, it thinks there's inactivity. So we used to do that when we were linked to the repeaters over here. We used to have a timeout where it would always keep coming back to the FusionNet. Eventually, we just turned off the capability of people turning the FusionNet to other sites and stuff like that. But yeah, so if you're on that repeater and it switches off on you, you can just dial the room back in 40821, or just look up the FusionNet and get yourself right back on in. But it is on the timer. That's why I say around 10 o'clock. I said it normally goes off. So that's why I was a little surprised that you were still out here. But at least you know how to use the system and get back in, man. That's awesome. And man, the Drake, if it's the one I'm thinking you're talking about, the TR4C, man, dude, that's an HF all mode radio from 10 to 160, and I gotta say that is an awesome radio. So if you've got one and it's working in good condition, you said you just had it redone, dude, awesome, man. You're gonna have a blast with that radio. If I'm not mistaken, I think that radio puts out. I want to say I know it's definitely more than 100 watts because that's the standard on the radios. But I'm pretty sure that radio puts out well over 200. I want to say around 250. I had one of those radios back in like around 2012, I think it was, and that radio was just it was awesome, man. It was just awesome. I made the stupid. Let me let this drop. Yeah, I kind of made the mistake of going for a more modern radio, and because the VFO on there was a little tricky for me, drifting in and out. So I used to use what the heck is it called? I can't think of it. A frequency counter. I used to use a frequency counter to get myself on the frequency because I never truly trusted that VFO on there. But I gotta say that is an awesome radio. The audio that comes out of that Drake is absolutely freaking incredible. What kind of microphone do you use with that radio?
I want to say it is it's an antique Electro Voice. It's got a stainless steel base on it, and I believe that is, and I have the original Drake hand mic that came with it. But hopefully the drip problem, that's just kind of goes with the territory. But this one has a permeability tuned oscillator, PTO, and part of this was they take that apart, they clean it, and remove all the dried grease on there and put in fresh grease. But the gentleman that does these, WB4HFN, specializes in Drakes, and he was telling me he does about worldwide about 200 a year. And he's in Tennessee, and he goes through it top to bottom, front to back. And on my matching network, I have an MN4 matching Drake matching network that's supposed to match a chain link fence. I mean, that's the range that it has. And he actually even sanded and repainted the case on it with the same texture paint they used to use at the Drake factory. And you're correct at the output. I mean, you're kind of pushing the finals, but it will put out over 200 watts. It uses a TV sweep tube, the 6JB6, uses 3 of those. And back to net control.
You're bringing back such memories, man. Yeah, dude, I had a Sonar radio. What else, man? I had a few of those old style radios. Dude, you know what? I love repairing them because they're so easy. They just, everything is through the hole, components, very easy to use. And you got to get in touch with that guy and see if he put a heat sink on that TXO oscillator, because that was one of the main problems with the radio. When that oscillator would get hot, that's when all the drifting would occur. And one of that high was that happened pretty quickly. As soon as the radio would heat up, you would have to adjust it. And then it would warm up the radio. It was very, very slight and very minute. But from a cold start, you just letting those tubes heat up for like about a couple of minutes to like one just like pound on it at a few hundred watts. And it would have a significant drift over that. Yeah, really awesome radio, man. What an awesome radio that was. There was the other radio. I'm trying to think of the other one that I had too now, which was an absolute monster. Oh God, I can't think of the name of it. You know, I'm having such severe brain drain tonight, man. I think my left eye being out of whack is affecting my memory. But wait, man, congratulations on that radio, man. That's awesome. I love to preserve the old equipment, man. I gotta tell you this one too, man. I've got an 8080A amplifier. I'm not reviewing it. I'm using the this one is the AL811 that I'm using, the 600 watt. I didn't realize, man, once you get over a certain wattage, you really not doing too much. But I not last, what was it, about 3 years ago now, about 3 winters ago, I recapped that entire amplifier, man. I did what a number on that amplifier, and I can tell you one thing, guys, do not forget to bleed your capacitors, because I got the ever-living shock of my life. I put the amplifier on my lap. I put it on my lap and stuck my fingers in there like a maniac. And then I'm telling you, I got such a shock. My arms and my stomach contracted, and I couldn't get the amplifier off of me. And I was consciously saying, oh no, I gotta get this off me, And finally I was able to kind of throw it off But that was the first amazing time I ever worked with an amplifier on my lap. Let me let this drop. Yeah, and I gotta tell you, man, it wasn't like it was a quick zap either. This was, this had me for, it seemed like about a year and a day, but I gotta say, it honestly had to have me for about a good 30 seconds. And let me tell you, it froze dude, my muscles contracted and froze, man. But I could just remember being conscious and saying to myself, I gotta get this off me. I gotta get this off of me. So if you do work on equipment, man, do not. And the thing was, I did bleed the capacitor, but then I plugged it in again to test something, and then I had forgotten to do it the second time around. And they do have a dead man switch on there, so you can't turn the amplifier on unless you push that dead man switch on. But the capacitors will remain charged. Just to let you guys know, if you're ever working with any kind of tube amplifiers, watch out for that voltage, man. You could blow a finger right off. Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo. All right, let's see. Who's next? We got Roman out in Wagner. So KD2 FLV. You guys heard me talk enough about amplifiers and radios. What is your least favorite digital mode and why? How about you, Roman? Kilo Delta 2, Frank Lima Victor. You still out there? All right. I just saw a station key up, Alpha Golf 7 Whiskey Quebec. I got you in there. Just give me 1 minute, man, and we're going to come back for your stats or for your check-in. Let's see. KD2 FLV. You out there? Alrighty, nothing heard. Alright, so let's see. We got a number 20 out there. We got a number 20. Alpha Golf 7, Whiskey, Quebec. Come on in, brother. Give us your name, location, whether or not you have traffic for the net, and your local outside temperature. And welcome back to the FusionNet. Greetings, yes. Alpha Golf 7, Whiskey, Quebec, Wesley. I am mobile today in Marietta, California, where it's 66 degrees outside. I apologize for the key a second ago. It was actually an accident. I'm operating off of my notebook. I was trying to make sure I could get connected before my battery died. So, no traffic for the net, and I just wanted to make sure I had the opportunity to check in. And with that, I'm probably going to have to sign off because the battery on my notebook computer is fading away. So I'll say 7-3 and back to net control. AG7WQ. No worries, man. No worries. No apologies needed at all. I copy 66 degrees, no traffic, Marietta, and you're in there, brother. You're on the books. If you want to answer the question, well, I know your battery's dying, so don't worry about it. Take your time if you want. I'll come to you in just a second. JKD2 LRX is up next. He's the one who brought this great question to us. He dug it out of the suitcases from yesteryear. So, what is your least favorite digital mode and why? JKD2 LRX. Pick it up, brother.
KD2 LRX. Hey, Joe. Hey, everyone. Yeah, I have to differ from all you guys out there on all this D-Star hate. To me, D-Star is, I'm sorry, all the DMR hate. To me, DMR is fairly easy to program and configure with the color codes and the time slots. I think for me, the challenge with DMR was that you just had to kind of get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's like riding a bike. So I can't say that DMR is my least favorite mode. I think it's pretty good. The audio quality is a little narrow for my taste, but for the most part, I do like it. My least favorite mode has to be D-Star. D-Star to me is very hard to configure, especially field programming, and it sounds very, very narrow to me. I don't like the audio coming from D-Star radios, you know, no matter how many times you program a D-Star radio, at least for me, it's always confusing. So, that's what I would have to say. Back to net control, KD2LR.
K-A-H-E-O-A.
All right, awesome. Okay, we got number 21 in there. I think it was Kilo Alpha 8 Echo Quebec Alpha. Got you in there. And then 22, I got VK2 Delta Yankee. All right, let me just make sure Jay is catching up with us over here. All righty. Now let's see. Can you just move me down, Jay? Well, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll just do it from here. Boom. Okay. That moved them all up. Look at that. Next time it refreshes. All right. Listen, I'm going to call for some check-ins, and I'm going to come back to those last two stations for name, location, their local outside temperature, and whether or not they've got traffic for the net. Well, actually, we're past traffic already, so we'll just put them down for no traffic unless they have something absolutely important they must tell us. So let's see. This is Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo with the FusionNet, and we're looking for a last call for check-ins. Last call for check-ins. Come on, come on.
The 7SS. Through Tango, you know.
Idaho, 47 degrees.
KD2 LRX. Joe, I'm sorry to interrupt. You guys need to please put a space in between your check-ins because there's no way we can pick you up when you're doubling.
Yes, okay. Thank you, Jay. Yes, definitely, we had a couple of stations in there. I think we had a November Victor 7 Sierra Sierra. Welcome back. We also had another November station in between there. And then, let's see, it was 23, 24, and number 25 was Kilo 7 Juliet Bravo Charlie. The station, come again, the November Sierra station. All right, was there any November station out there besides NV7SS?
November 8, Victor Tango Unite.
Ah, okay, gotcha. All right, just to let you know, that little hyphen in between your name and your radio 991 is preventing you from going into the XLX portion of the net. But we do copy you on the Wires X side, so welcome aboard, brother. Welcome aboard. All right, let's see. Okay, the last 5 check-ins were Kilo Alpha 8 Echo Quebec Alpha, Victor Kilo 2 Delta Yankee, November Victor 7 Sierra Sierra, November 8 Victor Tango Uniform, and last but not least, Kilo 7 Juliet Bravo Charlie. Are there any other check-ins? Any other check-ins for the FusionNet? Come now.
Kilo 4, Echo, Hotel, Tango.
Right, we got control copies. Victor Kilo 4, Echo Hotel Tango. Any other check-ins? Check-ins. Come on. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna come through each and every one of you. I think Jay is doing a fantastic job tonight. Oh wait, what's all that spacing here? Let's see, Kilo 8. Give me 1 second, gentlemen, 1 second.
KD2LR AC28. Joe, I couldn't catch up with all those entries. You know, people are talking too fast. So, if you could fill those out, just the call signs, I can fill in all the info.
Okay. Let it regenerate, and then, as soon as you see those three dots on net activity, you should have a refresh. Yes, I did. I got it. Okay. All right. Awesome, man. Awesome. All right. So first up, we've got Kilo Alpha 8, Echo Quebec. What is it? Well, Echo Oscar Alpha. Okay. And we got Michael in there. All right. Very good. And that's Margate. Michael and Margate. Okay. Let's write that down. Margate. And then we have Rob, of course, Rob out in laying down under. What's going on, Rob? Good to have you aboard, brother. Let's see, Kilo Alpha 8, Echo Oscar Alpha. Mike, what is your local outside temperature, brother?
All right, here's K8 EOA Margate. I don't know what my temperature is. Let me take a look here. I gotta bring up my phone. It says right now it's 75 degrees.
Oh, I think no. Okay, I thought 75 was the hottest, but no, it's not as high. We have actually, Wellington, Colorado is 77, so he has definitely got the Heat Miser Award for the night. Close, but no cigar. All right. Oh, you know what? It's full blown summertime where Rob is. So Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee. What is your local outside temperature, brother? How about it, Rob? VK2, DY. Pick it up, brother. Yes, good afternoon. This is Robert. VK2, 66 Fahrenheit, and overcast and probably going to rain. It is definitely autumn here now. Other than that, my least favorite mode is digital mode is definitely DMR. It is really, if I want to talk to your peers, I go on DK DMR. If I want to talk to people, I go on Grandmaster. If I want to talk to people in the UK, I go on PDDV or PDMR. PDMR. It's just so documented that anybody who wants to set up a Pocono is just confusing as heck, and I do not like DMR. That's my definitely least favorite digital mode. Thank you very much. We came to the back to that. Awesome, Rob. Awesome. Yeah, I gotta agree with you with the DMR. It's definitely for me one of the more difficult modes. But awesome, brother. Awesome. All right. Let's see. Let me just finish taking the check-ins, and then I'll come back around to Mike and Margate for his answer. But first, let me go pick up and finish the check-in over here. November Victor 7, Sierra. Brother, what's going on, man? We're not doing traffic right now. We passed the traffic of the evening. So just tell me what your local outside temperature is, brother.
Okay there, Joe. AC2AE NV7SS. Yeah, the outside temperature here is 69 degrees and very windy day today. Very windy day. So, yeah, no traffic for the net. Just thought I'd check in there. And number 4, check in. Four weeks in a row there. So, hopefully I can get that 10. Okay, thanks a lot, Joe. We'll talk to you later. Thanks again. AC2AE and V7SS.
All righty, Ken. Okay, we got you down. Number 4, brother. Number 4. Awesome. Ken, stick around, man. We're going to get to the question of the evening real quick. We're at the end tonight. I didn't even think you guys were out there tonight, so definitely got you in there. Stick around. It's a pretty cool question out there. All right, let's see. November 8th, Victor Tango Uniform. Let's see. Let's look on there. Okay, Tom, what's going on, brother? Hopefully you fixed that with your call sign and the hyphen in the name and all that. Tom, what is your local outside temperature, brother?
Well, thanks a lot, Joe. It is 54 degrees here in Temple. 54 out there. And all that. And I'll just turn it back over to you and wait for the chance to answer the question.
Awesome, brother. Awesome, man. Okay. Now, I'm looking on QRZ and I see that Tom, and then I look on the XLX network and I see Scott. So what do you prefer to be called?
Well, I appreciate you asking. I actually go by Scott. That's my middle name, but that is what I go by there because my father was also a Tom there. Go ahead.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Okay, good. Just wanted to make that correction for the record. Awesome, brother. Awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you said 54. Was it 54 or 64 degrees?
Yeah, that was 54. 54.
All right. Awesome, brother. Got you in there on the log. Stick around. We're going to get right to you with the question. Just the last 6 guys we're going to go to for the question. All right. Let's see. Kilo 7, Juliet Bravo Charlie. Oh boy, I'm real bad. We're having a lot of technical difficulties on the net tonight. So John, you're up next. K7 JVC. Take it on up, brother. Just tell me your local outside temperature.
Looking at 47 degrees.
All right. Net control copies 47 degrees. John, stick around, man. We're going to be right to you with the question. All right. Now, the next station, let me make sure I get this in here right. That is Victor Kilo 4. And that is Echo Hotel Yankee. Echo Hotel Tango. Where did I get Yankee from? Okay. You know, I think NetLogger is fixed. I just put that in and it came in as Bruce. So Bruce, I think you're Bruce. Let me make sure you're Bruce. But yeah, you are Bruce. I remember the call now. VK4EHT. Bruce, what is going on, brother? What is your local outside temperature?
Yes, VK4EHT returning, and yeah, it's Bruce here in Brisbane, and yeah, heading up to the stacks there. The temperature here is 79 degrees Fahrenheit. I've done the conversion for you, so 79 degrees Fahrenheit. It's in the middle of the day here, of course, better.
All right, 79 degrees. Look at that. You just blew everybody out of the water tonight, man. You definitely get the Heat Miser Award of the night. Let's see, who's going to get the Snow Miser Award? Let's see. 46, is it 46 degrees? 46, 46, 46, 46, 46. Yeah, 46 degrees goes to Annette, KK7AYJ, our local resident comedian. Annette, you guys get the Cold Miser Award tonight, or the Snow Miser Award, and for sure, Bruce definitely gets the Heat Miser Award so far. All right, let me see. Let me call for any other check-ins. Are there any other check-ins out there? Check-ins. All right, nothing heard with the check-ins. We're going to go to number 21 on the list. That's Kilo Alpha 8 Echo Oscar Alpha. Mike and Margate. Mike, what is going on? Good to hear you out there. Just give everybody a little quick reminder for those who are new and those who have forgotten. If you do 10 check-ins in a row, 10 check-ins in a row will get you lifetime membership to the FusionNet. And that'll give you exclusive access to all the content on our website. So, guys, stick around, come back again, and get to see all the goodies on our net, man. So, Kilo Alpha 8, Echo Oscar Alpha. Mike, pick it up, brother. What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Okay, the only two digital modes I have experience with is Fusion and DMR. And I'll have to say Fusion is my least favorite. Now I have two radios. I have the Anytone 878 and the Yaesu FT5DR. My main radio is the Yaesu FT5DR. The reason why I like DMR better is because I can tell where the action is. You can go to Brandmeister's hose line or last heard, and you can go directly to where the conversations are happening. Where on Fusion, you can't. Now, Fusion tells you how many people are connected to a room, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's a conversation. And sometimes I have to hunt and peck for the action, where on DMR I don't. And I don't really have a problem with the cold plug. But what you can do, this is what I do, is I use my Yaesu on DMR. I set my hotspot to receive transmission from my Yaesu and convert it over to DMR. So it's very easy. There's no programming. You just type in the talk group you want to go to, just as if you were typing in a YSF room, and you're there. And that's all there is to it. So that's basically it for me. This is KA8BOA.
Ah, okay. All right. I think you're the first person tonight to say that they're not crazy about the Fusion. But listen, it's all a matter of perspective and opinion out here. So that's it's pretty awesome. But you know, if I'm not mistaken, I do think that Fusion has a list now of stations that are actually in operation. But I know in the software itself, if you do use the Wires X software, I know you can tell how many stations are in a room. I don't know if it definitely won't tell you if they're actually speaking on the software, but you can definitely tell how many nodes are in the room. But I do, Matt K2ACD, he's not here right now, but I believe he just told me recently that there is some sort of a list for it. So we'll definitely get that answer for you by next week for sure if there is or not. But awesome answer, brother. Awesome answer. And welcome to the FusionNet, man. We host this net every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. We start taking early bird check-ins at 8:30. When we're not having technical difficulties like tonight. But FusionNet is open 24/7, so feel free to use the system as much and as long as you like, brother. And that goes for everybody out here, man. The system is open to everybody. All right, we already got Robert's answer, so we're going to move on over to Ken. November, oh boy, that was easy for me to say. November, Victor 7, Sierra Sierra. Ken, pick it up, brother. What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Okay there, Joe. Yeah, my least favorite mode is DMR. It's gotta say DMR. It's to me, it's the most complicated and everything. So yeah, I haven't really been doing it that long. So I guess maybe if I learned it a little bit more, maybe I could learn to like it. But right now, it's just to me, it's too complicated. So yeah, I'll just stick with what I'm using here. Gotta keep with the game there. But anyway, Joe, for some reason, I don't know why, you're dropping out a lot on my system tonight. I only get about 3 or 4 words before it drops out, and you're the only one. I don't know why, but maybe somebody can say why. I don't know. So I'm gonna turn it back to you there, Joe. AC2AE and V7SS. Thanks for letting me have my turn there, Joe. Back to you.
All right, I'm not sure exactly why I'm dropping out of the system, but I am monitoring myself through XOX. I don't know. It could be such a numerous amount of things tonight. Everything seems to be going wrong. I'm having one of those days. But Ken, man, awesome to hear from you. And you know what? I think I'm going to get together with the FusionNet moderators and the admins and the ambassadors and. We were talking earlier today about doing videos and stuff like that. And N7MKY, who's another one of our co-hosts over here, he's one of our net control operators. He's been doing a lot with the videos, so we're going to have to get together with him and start doing educational videos on DMR and how to connect to this net and all that good stuff. So just stay tuned for that, guys. We're forever growing and forever making adjustments and trying to better suit everybody out here. So just stand by. We might be getting that together. It may take a little time for us to do it, but we're definitely looking forward to getting some videos out there as well. All right, let's see. Next up is Scott, November 8th, Victor Tango Uniform. Scott, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the FusionNet. And what is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Okay, Joe, thanks for having me, and I would have to say that my least favorite is all the digital modes that I'm not familiar with. The ones I'm familiar with, I'm okay. The ones I'm not, those have to be my least favorite. Which includes a lot of them, by the way. There's a ton of digital modes out there. And other than that, I'm doing good. I did have one other comment. It has to do with the Wires X. I did check in earlier on the console, the Wires X console, but I don't know if anybody actually monitors that on the net here or not. So, other than that, don't have much more. Just turn it back to you, Joe. Go ahead.
Yes, the console that I'm supposed to be monitoring and I'm not. You made me look, and I'm looking now, and I got you in there. N8VTU, check in only, no traffic, 55 degrees. Troy, Ojai. Yes, okay. Well, I see it now. You know, guys, if you guys don't know, I pretty much I monitor all the systems right here. The Wires X, the link to the wire, another link to the Wires X, the XLX network, the C4, not C4, the QuadNet, and I'm also monitoring on other radios as well. So I've got the DMR side, I've got the YSF side being monitored, as well as having the net up here, the net logger, and also I've got the script up. So I've only got 3 monitors and about 6 or 7 things to monitor. So sometimes I do neglect it. When I'm not hosting, it's a little bit easier for me to monitor it, but while I'm doing the net, I'm either looking at the net logger, looking at the script, or looking at my little scratch pad over here while I'm talking with you guys. So please forgive me. I've been asking for a lot of forgiveness lately. All right, let's see. Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo with the FusionNet. All right, we're going to take the next check-in, which is Kilo 7, Juliet Bravo Charlie. John, what's going on, brother? Good to have you back, man. What is your least favorite digital mode and why?
With the past guy, the ones that I don't know anything about, apparently. Well, I love the Wires X for getting around the world. Easy, simplistic, and then also getting you here through a repeater is, hey, works for me.
All right, all the ones you know nothing about. Yeah, I guess I don't like those modes either. Awesome, John. Good to have you in, man. John, how many check-ins is this for you?
I'm going to guess probably 4 or 5.
I think it's more than that. I'm going to have to check the logs. Yeah, I think you're coming around your 10 as well. All right, let's see. Bruce, you're up next, Bruce. Victor, Kilo 4, Echo Hotel Tango. Bruce, what's going on, brother? You already got the Heat Miser Award of the night, so you're going up on the website. So, Bruce, tell us, what is your least favorite digital mode and why?
Hey, I see 4A, 3A, and the they can 488. 230. Oh, at the moment, it probably varies which one I like the least. At the moment, I'll probably say B star for at least one reason is that the handheld radios are very expensive. Mind you, the FT5D is pretty expensive, but the ID51 and the ID52 are pretty expensive, and there's no equivalent economy model like the FT70D. So that's my reasoning with that one. But I'm not sure what online the other station that's made a criticism of YSX in that you can't find the online dashboards and things like that. Yeah, I'm not sure that you can do that too well with D-Star as well, where you sort of get a running sort of line of code or something. But anyway, just to add something to the knowledge base with regard to DMR Mark and YCS, FCS, Yasu. if you start with xreflector.net, there's a big world of connections you can look at on your computer. So I think you've probably got that up there, Joe. And the other useful information for all modes is pi-star. Just search on pi-star list, and there's an information page. It's got all the talk groups and the reflectors and all the things like that. So you can actually do a text search. You can find out where they come to, what they're in between, so you can navigate your hotspot to the right spot that you want. Anyway, that's enough for me. Back to net control. This is VK for EHT.
All right, so D-Star. I think you're like either the third or fourth person that mentioned D-Star tonight. So I guess there's not a lot of use on D-Star just yet. But I don't know. You guys are kind of like changing my mind about the D-Star now. I might have to kind of stay away from that. Looks like DMR is definitely going to take the winner tonight, or I should be say the big loser tonight. A lot of people have issues with the DMR, which is just giving me more and more incentive on the how-tos on DMR and setting that up. I know Matt K2ACD has become an expert at this over the last few years. So I'm going to have to talk with him, see if he's up for making a video and all that good stuff. But all right, guys, we have gone through the question of the evening. I'm going to call for one more last round of check-ins. This is Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo with the FusionNet, and we are doing a last call for check-ins. Last call for check-ins.
This is KD2YSE in Westchester, New York.
KD2YSE. That is definitely a new call out over here. Good evening, brother. Welcome to the FusionNet. Anytime a new person checks in, I just let them know that this is the FusionNet. We're based out of Crimson, Brooklyn, New York over here. And just to let you know, we have a 10 check-in, I don't know if it's the call policy, but if you check in 10 times in a row, you get free lifetime membership to the FusionNet. And what that does is, man, not only does it give you priority over here, but it also gives you full access to the website and all of its exclusive content on our website. So, KD2YSE, let me see if you are, let's see, you're in here already. Okay. I'm going to have a little bit of a problem with your name. Let's see, Avanom? Is it Avanom? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
You can call me Avi.
Ah, Avi. Awesome, man. Awesome. You know, I had a friend as a child. His name was Avi, and he was from Israel. And I don't know whatever happened to him, man. He just disappeared one day and never came back. That sounds weird, but I don't think he was kidnapped. He was a grown man at the time. But welcome, man. Welcome to the FusionNet, man. We do host this net every Thursday night. We begin at 9 o'clock. We take early bird check-ins at 8:30. And you're always welcome to come here and use the system whenever you want. We are getting a repeater very soon. Within the next month, we should be getting it. So we'll get it up as soon as possible. We'll have our own repeater. But you can always use the system 24/7. It's always on and always here. All right, Avi, I don't know if you've been here for most of the night, so I'm going to just tell you what the question of the evening is. We usually do, we rotate this net between a few net control operators. So basically what we do is we either have a question of the evening or a topic of discussion. And tonight's not normally my night to host, but normally if you hear my voice out here, you can almost guarantee it's trivia night. I like to bring it on with the trivia. So, Avi, the question tonight is, what is your least favorite digital mode and why? Pick it up, KD2YS8.
That is a tough question. I am about a month into my ham radio hobby. I just got my first digital radio last week, which is the EX2 Fusion radio, the FTN 300. So to say the worst, I don't know that I'm qualified to do that. But the one that I have seems to be pretty okay, I would say.
All right. Well, you are definitely not the only newcomer here to amateur radio. We have a few other people, so definitely don't worry about it. You will gain experience, guys. We definitely over here we discuss a lot of amateur radio. So definitely come back and join us again, man, for sure. And you definitely get experience. I open myself to all of you guys out there. Avi, you too, even though you're new. Definitely open myself up to all you guys. If anybody has any questions, amateur radio related in any way, shape, or form, you can all contact me at ac2ae@yahoo.com. And I'll say it phonetically. That's Alpha Charlie 2 Alpha Echo @yahoo.com. Or otherwise, I like to say, always chasing 2 American Eagles. So if anybody has questions, if you're contemplating buying new equipment, or I could save you guys a lot of headache, man, because I have been there, done that, spent thousands upon thousands. I almost sold my wife for some ham radio. No, I'm only kidding. I would never sell her. Not for ham radio equipment, at least. But, yeah, like I said, we try and help everybody out over here, man. Avi, definitely visit our website. It's not fully open to people who are not members, but like I said, if you check in 10 times in a row, you get exclusive content, everything on the website. Our website is thefusionnet.org, thefusionnet.org. Check us out over there. All right, let me see. Any other check-ins? Check-ins. Come on. Who's going to be number 28 tonight? No, nobody wants to be number 28 tonight? Come on, check-ins. This is AC2AE with the FusionNet, and we're looking for number 28 tonight.
KD2LRX, we have 28 with you, Joe.
Oh, look at that. So I'm number 28. Awesome. And that's coincidental because my birthday is June 28th. And I've always liked the number 28 because 2 minus 8 is 6. And I was born on 6/28. So 6 plus 2 is 8. I've always done that little crazy stuff over there. All right. So AC2AE, number 28, man. Awesome. All right, guys. Wow, what a night, man. What a night. I got to get back to the script here. I'm completely lost in pages here. Give me 1 second, gentlemen. I should say, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a lady out here tonight, the lovely Annette. Let's see. All right. Back to the script here, guys. Awesome, man. All right, everybody. This is the weekly meeting of the FusionNet, where we meet every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Our mission is to help educate those individuals interested in learning about the amateur radio hobby and to continue building the fellowship of the hams across the world. We host this net weekly on Thursday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern. We take early bird check-ins at 8:30, and we ask participants to pass traffic and comments, and we discuss all things amateur radio related, with an emphasis on various digital modes and beyond. Let's see. Every week, Net Control either presents a question or a topic open for discussion, or we host a trivia night. That's my night, guys, where we participate where participants put their knowledge to the guys. I'm doing this with one eye tonight, guys. I'm very not used to doing this with one eye. So we host a trivia night where the participants put their knowledge to the test on various amateur radio topics. So we encourage participants to either email us with subjects that they'd like to discuss for FusionNet, and you can reach us at fusion@thefusionnet.org. Once again, you can reach us with your questions or your topics of discussion or whatever you want to tell us at fusion@thefusionnet.org. Let me let this drop. All right. We encourage participants to email us with any subjects that they'd like to discuss for FusionNet at fusion@thefusionnet.org. Most of all, we want you to have fun. This is your net, and we want to make sure that we are covering topics you want to discuss. So definitely go check our website out. It is thefusionnet.org, thefusionnet.org. And club members contribute their time and their money to provide all of these services to our local amateur radio community, and we appreciate your support. All right, at this point, are there any late check-ins? Any late check-ins for the net? All right, nothing heard. So I'd like to thank all the following stations for checking in and contributing to tonight's net. First up on the list tonight, we had Kilo Golf 5, Sierra Oscar Romeo. Then we had Kilo Echo 0, Mike India Zulu. Then we had K2, ACD. Kilo Delta 9, Oscar Hotel Quebec. Then we had Kilo Oscar 4, Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot. Then we had the lovely Annette, Kilo 7, Alpha Yankee Juliet. Then we had Chris, Kilo 2, Charlie Victor Delta. Then we had the chief himself, Andy, November 8, Hotel Uniform Bravo. Then the man from Texas. Everything's done big in Texas. We had Dennis, November 5, Delta Whiskey Romeo. Then we had Nick, N2, HVR. And we had Mark, Kilo Golf 0, Kilo India. Then we had James, Kilo Oscar 4, United Bravo Bravo. Then we had Mike, Kilo Bravo 6, Delta Hotel Romeo. Then we had Howard, our resident meteorologist, Kilo Delta 2, Mike Sierra Uniform. Then we had Neil, November Bravo 9 Delta. Bob out in Park Slope, Kilo Delta 2, November Victor Bravo. Then we had Wayne out in West Columbia, Kilo Charlie 4, Echo X-Ray Oscar. Then we had Roman out in Wagner, Kilo Delta 2, Foxtrot Lima Victor. Then my co-host and partner in crime, and the hide-and-go-seek champion of 1995, Kilo Delta 2, Lima Romeo X-Ray. Then we had Wesley at Marietta, and I was Alpha Golf 7, Whiskey Quebec. Then we had Mike at Margate, Kilo Alpha 8, Echo Oscar Alpha. Then we had Rob out in Kelly Ridge, Australia. That was Victor Kilo 2, Delta Yankee. Did I time it out? No, not yet. Okay. Then we had Ken, November Victor 7, Sierra Sierra. Then we had Scott, November 8, Victor Tango Uniform. Then we had John, Kilo 7, Juliet Bravo Charlie. Then we had Bruce, Victor, Kilo 4, Echo Hotel Tango. Then we had Avi out in Eastchester, Kilo Delta 2, Yankee Sierra Echo. And last but not least, myself, Alpha Charlie 2, Alpha Echo. All right, thank you guys. Thank you all for checking in. Let me let this drop. I already had one time out of the evening, so just want to remind everybody to remember, in the great words and inventor of futurist, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. This is radio station Alpha Charlie 2, Alpha Echo, Joe in Gravesend, Brooklyn, New York. This is the FusionNet. The FusionNet is now over, and the network is returned for casual communication. Thank you, everybody, for checking in. Have an awesome, great night,
and have a blessed weekend. And don't forget to check out the FusionNet.org tomorrow. We will be making all the updates for the check-ins, the weather, and the joke of the week. So everybody have a great night, be well, and have a blessed weekend. AC2, AE, I'll be clear as water. So 73 and QRT.
KD2LRX, AC280, great net tonight, Joe. Joe, did you want to save the net logger on your end to put the info in?
Yes, I will definitely save it on my end, and I'll update it. I'm gonna have to get together with you and the other net control operators to show you the new format on how to put it onto the website. So I kind of like the new format a lot. It's a couple of more steps. It's a little bit not more difficult. It's just a new learning curve. So, but once you guys get it down pat, I guarantee you're gonna love it. And that's it.
Right, very, very good. Cool, Joe. Yeah, we'll do that next week because I do have a busy weekend ahead, as you know. I'm going to stop logging and I'm going to stop monitoring as well. And I think you could probably save it on your end even if I exit out. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Definitely, without a doubt. And K2, CVD. Chris, give us those. I got it over here in the text message, but please honor us by giving everybody the stats out there for the evening. How about you? K2 CVD. Are you there? Oh no, we lost Chris. Chris, K2 CVD, are you with us? All right, I guess Chris is having some technical difficulties. It seems to be going around. So, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's stats for April 21st. We had 5 time zones, 14 U.S. states, 0 Canadian provinces. We had 2 Australian states. We had 2 countries, 2 continents, 23 cities, 28 check-ins, and one net control timeout. Awesome, man. I just want to thank Chris, K2CVD, for supplying the stats for us every week. It is awesome, man. What a great group of guys out here, I gotta say. So those are the stats, gentlemen. We'll talk with you soon. 73's QRT, AC2, AE is out of here. Have a good night, guys. I gotta go rest, man. I'm having big issues with my eye. I can't see. I can't see. I don't know. I'm gonna drive to the doctor's tomorrow, but I guess I'll use a walking stick. That would be funny, getting out of the car with a blind man's walking stick.
AC2AE, this is K2CD. So can you read me? Back to you.
Yes, Chris, we got you back in there, brother. Definitely got you in there. All right, I just gave out the stats, but if you'd like to do it, man, be my guest. I guess we're gonna have one of those nights all night long. All right. Well, whatever. Chris, if you're there, you guys can like, man, take it.